Woke up this morning, sat down, didn't even get to drink my coffee, and I see this. And so I wonder, am I still asleep? Am I going to wake up any second now? Apparently, Cenk Uygur has discovered something. He has been enlightened. The latest tactic of the radical left. Like, first of all, him using the word radical left. It's like, what? Cenk Uygur is using the word radical. I thought that there's no one left of him but the wall. Like, I thought that he is as far left as it goes. But then I noticed that there's Hassan Piker. So it's like, okay, no. It wouldn't be fair to call him, like, the leftist of the bunch. But still. The latest tactic of the radical left. I mean, he's surely going to say something interesting, right? It's the latest tactic is to accuse people of being racist for disagreeing with them because they're protecting vulnerable and marginalized communities. When did they vote on you for being a prime minister? Conveniently, this allows you to say disagreeing with you is immoral. How the fuck do I react to this? Such wisdom, such insight, such knowledge. You know, you can tell that he works in the media, the largest left-wing channel on YouTube. I mean, do you think he found this by himself? I don't think so. When I look at Cenk, I don't think he's smart enough. In fact, I don't think any person is smart enough. This is a group of savants working at the Young Turks overnight to figure out the latest leftist tactics. Wow. So if you disagree with the leftist, like let's say you disagree on economic policy, they call you a racist. Is that what's happening? Is it effective? Does it work? Holy shit, that's concerning. That's concerning, Cenk. What can we do to protect ourselves? Do you have a solution for this? Because I don't know. Like, if you're telling me that I can argue with the leftist and I can say, I hate this video game. The female character looks like a man. And the leftist calls me racist. What do I do, Cenk? I have no recourse to that. I don't even know how to handle the conversation. Holy shit. Did it even occur to you that others might have a different strategy for helping those folks? What, so like, if you call people racist, you're not helping the marginalized? There are different ways, Cenk, than reading Robin DiAngelo's book? Just having the most extreme policies doesn't mean you're protecting them the most. It's amazing that it's never occurred to you that you're putting them at greater risk. Holy shit. Okay, so every time I was called racist on the internet for disagreeing with the leftist, that leftist was actually putting minorities at greater risk. Even Libs of TikTok is like losing kind of shit. She's like, no fucking way. Is this real? Yes, it is. No, seriously, yes, it is. I refreshed the page. You know, like when you get an email that you know it's a scam, but like you're not really sure, so like you're refreshing the page and it's like, yeah, no, it's there. Can I ask an honest question, Cenk? I love this. Like people are willing to engage. They're like, you know what? I don't think he's grifting. I genuinely don't. Like if he was grifting, he would say something more educated, like more insightful, you know? Like you're trying to frame it in some way. Like, no. People genuinely think that maybe he's out of his bubble. Maybe this is legit. Can I ask you a question? What is the actually motivating these posts? Like truly, I'm not criticizing. Yeah, you know that's a really good question, Cloud Von Orland. I don't know which side you're on, if you're a right winger or a left leaning person, but like, no, this is something that I would ask as well. You know, like if I was sitting with Cenk and he told me this into my face, it's like, V, I have discovered the new weapon of the far left. And I'm like, holy shit, do tell. And he would be like, they're calling you racist if you disagree with them. I would just pause for a little bit to create drama. And then I would ask, Cenk, honest question. What is the actual motivation? I started noticing, holy shit, Cenk is the noticer. There was like another account that noticed a lot of things. I don't know if Cenk saw that. It had, I think, a Roman statue with red eyes. It was the noticer. I like the post of the noticers. Every day it's like a new post from the noticer. And after reading posts from the noticer, at some point, I didn't even need to read them. I just knew. You know? Dog mauls pitbull. But how did you know? You haven't finished the article. I noticed. It was like that. He started noticing the right-wing populist about a year ago when I was running in the primary and doing more right-wing talk show. It was hard to believe at first because we demonize each other so much, but over time we realized that we still have big disagreements. But holy shit, we now have agreements. To be fair, the whole purpose of identity politics was deployed upon the unsuspecting American citizens during Occupy Wall Street. You can see what it did to the atheism movement as well. Like any community where identity politics is deployed, immediately just destroys that community. It splits it in half. So the whole purpose of identity politics is to keep the populist left from the populist right to talk to each other, to interact with each other. Because you see that the problems that we're arguing on are superficial. Unironically, it's usually like social issues. But on matters of economics, on matter of foreign policy, like most of the time the left and the right agree, and what everyone agrees is that fuck the bankers. And this is what the bankers don't want you to talk about, right? And so identity politics is keeping this stuff separate. Now, is Cenk Uygur actually a believer? Is he actually interested? Maybe I don't know. Like I saw him tweeting to Elon Musk about government efficiency, and Cenk Uygur was basically suggesting how to cut spending at the Pentagon. It's like, can you make it so that generals from the Pentagon cannot move to the private sector for 7 years after finishing their term? And this was a good point because a lot of the private sector, like it's very enticing for generals. They work in the public sector, they make a name for themselves, and they go into the private sector and they make a lot of money. And so this would actually force the generals to care more about their time in public service. Because like what happens is like if you know you're going to go to private, then you can pass certain acts and do certain things that advantages the private sector. And this is what Cenk is talking about. And Elon Musk was like, yeah, no, sure, like, we like that idea, we already discussed it. And Cenk was like mind-fucked, because like he was expecting Elon Musk to tell him to fuck off or ignore him, and he said it's like, for years I petitioned Democrats to take my ideas into consideration, and no one responded, and maybe he did have an emotional moment, maybe he had a tear on his cheek. I don't fucking know. I can't speak for it. I don't know who owns the Young Turks. Or who finances it. Because if I knew, I would be able to tell you. I know, for instance, like when the Young Turks started, it was legitimately like Cenk's show. And it was a fun show, very engaging. It was appealing to teenagers. It was very edgy, right? Like they were having this show called Can You Guess Who Camel's Toe Is It? I think they deleted the videos from YouTube. But they literally showed like a camel toe. And Anna Kasparian was asking Cenk, whose camel toe is this? Like, try to guess the celebrity. They would never have something like this on YouTube. In fact, like, the culture today, even right-wingers would have their mind blown. It's like, what? This is no evil. But they used to have that show. And then they got money from Qatar. I forgot how much. I think it was like $2 million. And after they got money from Qatar, immediately they shifted into full identity politics. And, of course, calling people racist would disagree. I wonder if Cenk knows that it's not just racist. They can call it fascist, transphobic, misogynist. Like, they got like a lot of words, Cenk. A lot of words like, oh my God, the things that I could teach you, Cenk. Oh, goodness gracious. I could teach you about subversion tactics. I could teach you about cancel culture. Oh, Dios mío. What do you guys think, huh? Let me know in the comment section and I'll talk to you there. Take care.